person over there if you came in? Which intercostal wall would you want to open up? Right. So we want to show that to you. So we're going to do that by having her take a breath of air in, blow out all the air. Now, I'm going to hold her down and breathe in. As she took a breath of air in, I'm, Heather, moving the left chest back with my right arm. She blows out, and I'm moving her rib cage down to the right pocket. She breathes in. Take your hand and show everybody, where do you feel the pull? What's that all called right there? The sternal head of the pectoralis major on the left side. If I have a Kurt in the room, I'd say, you know what, I'm working a little too hard right now. Jen, could you come in and help me? On air in. She's my right hand. On air out. Oh, now we got some attention. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
And she's not pulling very hard. On air in. And blow out. Oh, man, that's tough, isn't it? Isn't that tough, that mean, pesky peck? What could I also ask her to do with her legs as we took the air out, Chad? Rotate to the right. That's in your manual. It's on a DVD. We're going over it very fast. This is called the right intercostal technique. Thanks, Jen. This is the right intercostal technique. I'll sit just so I can get the camera on it. You have this in your manual. Can you scoot down just a little bit? Thanks so much. I'm going to pretend this arm is in the corner. I'm going to put my hand on her thorax. I don't even want to touch anything but thorax. I've got my two fingers like this together. I'm going to go right down on that thorax. So that's where I'm at. Can everybody see that? I'll put my thumbs under her because I don't want to treat her garment. She's going to take a breath of air in. I've got my left hand securely placed on her upper thorax. She blows. Could you take your left hand and show everybody, where do you feel that? That's called intercostal. She breathes in. She blows out. I'm working a little too hard. Mike, would you come on over here? Mike's going to take her right arm. Could you help me out, Mike? Mm-hmm. On air in, Mike, help me get this air out into her right chest. Breathe in. Blow out. Wow, that made a difference, didn't it, Susan?
Yeah, that's...
Air in. Stop, Mike. There you go. Blow out. Okay. I like what I'm doing. I think I need to do this with a little opposition. A little more ZOA. Kurt, could you come on over here? Could you provide opposition on the left side? See these two men, how they know exactly what to do? Now we got her side bend. Remember Kurt said, look, I can't side bend to my left. I'm tight on my right. Kurt knows how this feels. He's going to hold that side in. Mike, Kurt, and I are going to direct air right here. She takes a breath of air in. She blows out the air. Very good. Hey, Susan, you like that?
Oh, I love
it. Okay. Got her there? Hold her. Hold her, Kurt. Mike, it's all us, you and me. Breathe in.
More you, Mike.
Breathe. Blow. Thank you. Breathe in. Blow. One more time. Breathe in. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Right intercostal. Before we break for lab, thank you. Give her a round of applause. Appreciate that. I have one question for you. Anybody in the room? What's the #1 poster media style technique that we've done today manually? Don't get confused. Think it through. #1 brachial chain technique of the day. Because I don't want to lose this. You are so cool. Superior T4 technique. All this stuff is fun stuff, but isn't the big kahuna? What's the big kahuna, Kurt? Superior T4 technique. And if I can't get enough air in that superior T4 technique, then I might do some other assistance with people that are going to help me get it. When do you go to the superior T4 syndrome technique? When do you use the subclavius technique? If they can't breathe on the left after you open the mediastinum up on the ipsilateral side. So if you can't get the air in on the left after you did a technique that maximizes mediastinal fill on the left, same side, then what technique do you use? The right subclavius. See how much you guys know? And then once you get that, you just try to help them out by assessing infraclavicularly how well the person can run with their breathing. That makes sense to everybody? That's the program. 15, 20, as long as you want, to do this subclavius technique.
I had a really good question.
Yeah.
That would be great to know.
Okay.
Why does the left pec get tight?
The left pec major, especially the sternal head, is constantly being demanded by your system to activate so you don't fall to the right side. Because your trunk and spine is oriented to what direction? The right side. You also need to get your sternum back over to the left for a left trunk rotation. Right BC patients have left trunk rotation. What's going to pull my body over to the left when I take my left foot forward? Just keep saying left pec. What's going to keep my body in a position when I'm standing on my left leg from not falling to the right? My left pec. What's going to help me move my right arm forward to do things with my right arm going forward and my right chest wall going back at the same time? My left pec. I didn't say it was ideal, but that's what we're doing. We have a right chest in the back going back and a right arm going what? Remember those shoulder blades going forward? What's going to pull my shoulder blade forward on the right side to activate my razors of my right neck? Just say left pec. You see where I'm going with all this? What's going to give me the stability, the stabilization for my neck so I can breathe with my right neck? It isn't my left glutes, my left hamstring, my left inner thigh. Can you say left pec? What muscle is going to shut off the need for the left pec? It's coming up. You don't know it yet. Last muscle of the day. What is it? On which side? Oh, you almost had it. The left serratus anterior. Because until you give me a left serratus anterior, you're still going to use, Tyler, the left pec. What a phenomenal question. Break for lap. Break for lap. Right hand, blow out. My left hand moves. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. And last one, breathe in. And I would not want to go any more than that. Carrie, I want you to feel it. Now, nothing I could have done, I would not have broken anything. If anything would have let go, it would have been where it's attached to the sternum. But she's so loosey-goosey, and that's not going to happen. But the patients I'm talking about, Linda and Carrie, are so tight, you'll never get that much motion. It's going to be so subtle, be very little.
I have a scleroderma patient.
What's that? Oh, you're going to be lucky to get just a teeny little bit of motion out of it. It's going to be hard.
For about 5 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
And she's starting to get some motion.
It's going to
but
take
now
time.
I have
Now you have some
new
power.
tools.
Yeah. You're doing the right thing, but you're going to process it out differently based on what you learned these last 2 days. What'd you say, Carrie?
About an AS patient, spondylitis patient.
Same thing. Some will be restricted,